Guys, welcome back to another series. This is episode 2 of AUD USD. Sorry, AUD card. AUD card. If you've not watched the previous part 1, I'll try and leave a link in the description below. You can go and watch part 1 so that you can catch up. So if you remember, guys, we talked about, I told you guys, you see, this was the resistance that we were facing the other day. And as you can see, the market rejected, like I said it will. And then from here, it's where I wanted to add positions, which I already did. And the market now is approaching, again, is at resistance. Okay. So now let's first of all see the account. Remember, this is the same account is still growing. Yeah. You remember I told you guys the aim is just to take whatever the market has given you. So now we are here again. So as you can see, the market tested this resistance 1 time, 2 time. So now on the 3rd time it's trying to retest this area. Remember, for me, I know this market is a bull market, so it's gonna continue pushing up. However, we need to see a good break of structure, and then once the market come to retest, I will add here another lots because I'll be now sure that the market wants to continue going up. Okay. So we will wait to see what happens before we start adding lots, because remember, this is it's towards the end of the year, and we don't know what will happen coming January. But I have a clue. So you see, if I go on daily, as you can see, this is daily, and see the market tested this area 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days the market tested this area 8 times, and then now this will be maybe probably the 9th time, which there's a high probability it might break this area. Even if it's not today, I'm not saying it will break today, I'm just telling you guys, you see this resistance has been tested so many times. So if it fails, well and good, the market will continue pushing down. But since long term, if you look long term, this market is going up. So what we want to see, if we want to see the market break, we want to see the market break this area, a big bullish candle, and then at the retest, we can add all the way up to here, because my TP is at this zone here, because now from here is where anything can happen. Now you see, we are not sure if it wants to, but at least we know this has to be covered. You see this big red candle. Let me clear this so that you can see. See this candle, there's a lot of imbalance in that candle. It has to be filled. It has to be filled before the market decides to do anything else. That is what I want to see. I'm not saying that's what exactly will happen, but I remember I always tell you guys, it's a game of probability. You look at which side has more probability. So if I go back on H4, you'll be able to see. Actually, let me go to H1. I've talked about this so many times. You see this W here. For those who don't know, I trade W's and M's. See, the market was coming down. See, you see. So let me draw it in a nice way. So let me go on daily so that we have space. Yeah. So anytime you see a market comes and forms a W like that, this neckline has to be tested. So once it tests the neckline and fails to break below, that's a high probability move to the upside. Okay. And if the market if the market forms an M, or rather what you can call a double top, breaking this neckline, the market has to come and complete this formation, this pattern. Then it continues going down. So that's what I saw. That's what I saw on H1. So when I came on H1, you see this highlighted, this yellow. This is the neckline. See, the market came down here, it broke. Now it retested. Now it wants to go up. Okay. So that being said, guys, because we are at resistance, as you can see, let me zoom so that you can see. You see, This is the resistance zone here, and the market is approaching that zone. We don't know what will happen. It might touch again, then decide maybe to come down again. Then it might range there for days. We don't know until it breaks. Until it breaks this area, it can continue ranging here for so many days. We don't know. Okay, so what I like to do, remember, we sell at resistance and buy at support. So at resistance is where I like taking profits. So I can come here and start now closing. I can close this too. I can close this, that, and close this, because the aim is to grow the account, guys. The aim is to grow the account. It's not to be right. It's to grow the account. So when I check my profit for today, it's $6,565. That's good money. And this is after Christmas. Today is 27th. Yeah, so we still need we still have a few days before we close the year. So let me just show you one more thing. If I go on weekly, okay, you see on weekly, what do you see? See again this resistance here. If we break this, guys, on weekly, if we break, that will be a very high probability, and then we'll want to see another candle retest, and then probably come and test these highs here, because this is where the sellers are seated here. Then from there, maybe it can reject, we don't know. We are going step by step, guys, step by step. That's why I don't trade on weekly. Weekly is just for, understanding what the market is trying to do. So let's see what the market will do. But as you can see, we are on this daily resistance. I like to repeat that so that you don't start buying here. We don't buy at resistance, guys. We don't buy at resistance. We buy at support huku chini. Okay, so we wait and see, because remember here there's sellers seated there, so it can come here and then again maybe decide to retest, and then maybe so we wait. If you're not in yet, just wait. In fact, wait for this year to end. If I were you, I'll just wait unless the market decides to come down. If the market's from here, let's say closes like that today, a bullish candle, because again here it will have broken that structure. If the market comes again, then from here you can add, because it now will have enough momentum to continue pushing up. Okay, but don't buy at the current price. Just wait, guys, just wait. Be patient. Let's see what happens. But long term, I know this market will go up until I'm proven wrong. So either way, I'll continue making money as it goes up, and the account will still keep growing, and we'll see. So I don't want to make a very long video. It's already 8 minutes, so I'll leave it at that. This is the end of part 2. Then I'll keep you updated, guys. I want us to go step by step so that you can understand how to trade on a bull market. Once we get here, once the market changes structure, because those who know how to look at COT data, commitment of traders, where the hedge fund trade, and how they put where they put their positions, you can log into I'll drop a link. Okay, but that's a bit advanced. I don't know whether most of you guys know how to interpret the COT data, but that's when it shows you when the big banks, the hedge funds, where they are trading, if they are adding buys or if they are closing buys. Okay, once you understand, then you'll be able to know. It will give you an edge on how to trade, because right now, if you look at Euro USD, I already know, they are closing positions. They are, they are not adding so much. Actually, they are taking profits. They are closing their longs. So anything can happen in Euro USD, AUD USD, and they are putting more pressure on. They're actually adding more positions on CAD. The Canadian dollar. More positions. They are closing on euros, and then they are buying. Let me just use that word. They are buying CAD in bulk. So that tells you what? If they are buying CAD, no, sorry, they are selling CAD. I'm sorry. I was just checking here on my laptop. Yeah, they are selling, they are closing positions on CAD. So if they are selling or taking profit, let me use that word, if they are taking a lot of CAD, they are closing a lot of CAD's position. So, or rather they are selling. If they are selling CAD, then that tells me that AUD is more likely to go up. Okay, it's more likely to go up, and that's why it's ranging right here. All this I can say it's just a range, because for them, remember guys, they don't close like the way me and you closes our orders. You know, it takes time for them. It takes time. There's a lot of consultation. There's a lot of so many things have to go. It's not like the way I can just close a position like the way I've done. No, for them it takes time. It takes time for them to close orders and make a decision whether they want to buy or sell a particular currency or whatever. So that being said, guys, because I don't want to make a long video, so I'll end it at that. 10 minutes 55 minutes 10 minutes 55 seconds. So wacha niwachie hapo, and then I'll do another video to update you guys on the same account to see how it's going. So that being said, guys, we'll see you on the next video.